CMC, for the people, by the people, and to the people. Citizens movement for change. Oh yes, a new day has come. Yes, a new day has come. Rise up, Liberia. CMC, for the people. CMC, by the people. Let us join our hands together to build a better life. CMC, CMC, for the people. CMC, by the people. Let us join our hands together to build a better life. Equity, national unity, transparency, accountability, social justice, integrity, CMC core values. CMC Global. It is a new day for Liberia. It is a new day for the people. Let's hold together. Let's hold together. It's a unity. Raise up your hands. CMC. The land of liberty, the light of freedom, the love of liberty brought us together. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, CMC, for the people. CMC, yes, by the people. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, CMC, yes, for the people. CMC, yes, by the people. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, yes, 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 the time has come.
Okay, it's great to be here today. Let me just see where are we. All right, everyone. Is the of course inside Liberia. We are here to discuss information about transforming our country, and also to discuss solutions in which the CMC political leader and the CMC political party as a whole will be bringing to you to help you think and also help you visualize uh, transforming Liberia. So I know it's very late in Liberia. It is probably what, maybe about 11:30 in Liberia. It is 6:30 in the state that I reside in the United States uh, on the East Coast. Um, and I want to just thank all of you that are joining us, whether you're listening to us by radio or whether you're listening to us by social media or you're watching us. I want to tell you thank you for joining us. Over the weekend, we had the celebration of Thanksgiving in the United States. It was a weekend of eating and spending times with friends and family. I can tell you mine went very well. It was a worthwhile, compassionate, humanity oriented celebration. So, um, I'm just also waiting for others to come in with me here. Some of the um, panelists may be running late, so I'm just doing some introduction and small talking with you. And basically, it was a great moment here. I know Liberia celebrated its Thanksgiving already. And so I see Mr. Ya is here. I'm going to, hey, Ya, Dr. V, how are you?
Hey Doc, how are you? I'm doing wonderful here. It's snowing here very
Oh,
bad, and we're
already?
driving to work. Yeah, we're driving. I was driving from work home, so taking our
Mm-hmm.
time to come home.
Well, keep it over there. Keep all the snow over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't get any snow yet. The people in Liberia, I one of the greatest thing that I enjoy uh, living in Liberia, and I enjoy Liberia for is weather. We don't have no snow in Liberia. You don't have to worry about it. As you hear, Dr. V is telling us he had to take his time driving. That's some of the things you have to do in a snow weather. But that's why I'm asking to keep it over there. We are expected to get we are expected to get snow tonight, and it's going to be cold. It comes with cold as well, a lot of cold. So uh, keep it over there.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I was just telling everyone, this the Thanksgiving's over. We are moving full swing into the Christmas holiday. Tomorrow is Giving Tuesday in the United States. Today was Cyber Monday. It's amazing how
Hmm.
they have these really unique names for us to spend our money. They kind of to promote commercialization in this country. So
Hmm.
today was the day that you can buy technology stuff like computers and phones and all of those things. So that's why it's called Cyber Monday. Tomorrow is Giving Tuesday. If you like a particular nonprofit organization like the CMC, or you want to engage in a nonprofit uh, interaction, you can do that tomorrow. You can give tomorrow. You can go and volunteer and do some work tomorrow. That's why it's called Giving Tuesday. It's the Tuesday after Thanksgiving. After we give thanks, one way to show that some people give thanks is to give back to the community, and that's what they're asking us to do. And short of that, we are moving full swing into the Christmas holiday. um, I'm going to add Mr. Namis coming to join us. I'm adding him right now.
Okay.
We are moving full swing. Mr. Namis, how are you? How are
Hey,
you doing?
Doc. How are you? It's good to see you. And Dr. Vulule, it's good to see you again, my friend. You look very refreshed, Doc. You look refreshed yourself. I was
Thank
coming, so
you.
I didn't
Thank
respond
you.
to you, but I know you're here already. But it's good to be with you guys.
Yes. Thank you. I was just telling the audience we're just sort of just killing time a little bit before we go into the agenda and the show today.
Okay.
Just kind of checking in with all of you, making sure that you're okay. Dr. Vula already got Dr. V. They already got snow where they are. I told you to keep it, you know.
Yeah.
And I was
Oh,
talking about the beauty of
oh,
Liberia. We don't
since
have
the beginning of the year, since the beginning of the season, you are not getting snow.
nope.
I think my test snow.
Oh,
Wow.
Hmm.
Mm-mm. We haven't seen. There's something passing by tomorrow, Doc, but I don't even think we're getting any.
Oh
that's what
wow.
I heard. I heard
Yeah.
that. I
Yeah.
heard that. But one of the beauty that we who left Liberia and came over here to this developed country, United States, we left the beauty of a great weather in Liberia. The weather of just two seasons, rainy season and dry sunny season, dry season. We left that in Liberia, so it's an adjustment. Wearing for we have to wear our heavy coats starting November all the way maybe somewhere March. You have to dress extra for some of us who don't like the cold to stay warm. And then, of course, you have to transition from air condition to paying electricity or heat bill. So this is all part of how this country is built. But anyway, we have a great show for you tonight. If you just joining us, I want to tell you welcome. I see Binta Ability, a committed follower and member of CMC. I see Honorable Elu S. Kane. He's clapping his hand. Thank you, Honorable. I see Mr. Zuba is saying happy birthday. Happy birthday to the show. Well, happy birthday. I see Harrison Dalla. He's watching from Bunge Town, District Number 1, Grand Bassa County. I love how we Liberians know exactly the district. Tells me how political hip you are. Uh, and I see Alua Kamar who says, hi, guys. So I want to just welcome all of you that are watching us. I want to just tell you thank you. You are watching the CMC platform. We are here to tell you everything important relating to CMC, as well as how we're going to intertwine that with the current situations that are going on in Liberia. I'm going to be moderating the show tonight. As you can see, I have Mr. Namwe as a panelist, and I also have Dr. V. We call him uh, Dr. Ya Bolule, but I call him Dr. V, and you see me interchangeably call him Dr. Ya. He's one of our newest doctor on the block. I like that. You know, Liberians are smart. So in all capacity, you know, but I like that. And so we'll always congratulate him on the show. I'm just gonna no, go out to you, Dr. V. Do you have your opening thoughts? But before I even ask you about that, on the agenda tonight, we're going to be discussing, of course, the PL letter to Second PA. I read that letter every time he brings it up. He writes every Sunday. I don't know where our PL gets the energy, but he's the most energized, most intelligent, politically savvy, business aware and successful political leader that I've seen. So we're going to be reading parts of his letter here tonight. We're going to get your reaction to his letters. He's asked some very important questions in this letter. And his letter, if I remember, is about the budget. So we're going to read parts of it and get your reactions to it. I will encourage and urge all of you to please go to his page and read the letter and see what we're talking about. Um, we're also going to talk about Logan Smith. Toby will be here for him to give us CMC news, but I think I know I can tell you a little bit about. I will tell you if Miss Sophie is not here, a little bit of us where I saw the PL, and if you have any reaction about what we saw him this weekend and what he's doing. And then, of course, as it relates to our country, we're going to talk about the hala hala that going on in the legislature. Hala hala. Okay. Complete yo-yo. Okay. We'll be talking about
the Wahala.
yeah, wahala. The hala hala yo-yo, everything going on right there now. So I want to get your reactions about that. And then lastly, we want to talk about the low turnout of the Unity Party in Nimba. You know, what does that signify? What is that signaling to Liberians, if anything? So we can talk about that. And then, of course, I'll ask you guys to give, and anything else on your mind, you can include that in your closing thoughts of, anything you want to discuss. So I'm just going to turn to Dr. V. Maybe you want to just tell us something you thought about, something pressing, something, what's on your mind. Is basically your thoughts.
Yes. Thank you, Doc, for allowing us the time again to be here. And Mr. Namwe, I want to say it's a pleasure again to be on platform with you. Again, to all of our listeners, please, thank you for joining us always. And please, when you join us, don't just stay there. You got to share it in every platform. Share it to every platform that you connected to on social media so that the message can reach to as many people out there. One of the things that I've been thinking about recently, every platform you go to, the CMC, the name of this cake. And I just love that because this movement, in order for it to resonate with people, the energy the political leader brings, we all got to adapt into that energy to keep, pushing the message forward out there. Our people have to hear about this movement. They have to hear about the new Liberia that is on hand. They have to understand the situation that they find themselves in. No day that going are those days that they will sit and be manipulated by politicians, like what they're doing in the house right now. Like, I know we're going to talk about that. And also yesterday, not just Nima County, the poll turnover, There was a poll tender in Bon County as well. There was a very poll tender in Bon County, Grand Bassa County. If you go every county, there was a poll tender. That shows to us that our message is resonating. Our people eyes are getting to open. And it gave me the energies to always come on here and at least share a little that I know with our people. The little idea, the little thing that we have seen from our little travel that we have done, we have to share those little things with our people, and at least few, if 2-3 people, understand that and take it to move with it, those 2-3 people will be able to, change the mind of another 2-3 people. And before you look, the entire nation will understand the situation at hand. So I want to say thank you. I'm looking forward to the discussion. You're muted.
Hey, Doug, you're muted, but I'm sure you're telling me to go.
Yeah, I was telling you to go, but I also am not seeing the show on the different platforms. You're supposed to be watching the show on CMC.
Yeah, I'm on here on the Inside platform, but let me see.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you saw
yeah.
it on the Inside platform. Okay, maybe I
Yes,
need
I
to
did.
press.
I saw it.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah,
So if you go to the Inside platform, you can share the show from there,
yes,
as Dr. V and all of us are asking you to do. The more the merrier, okay? The more we share the news about our platform, our news, uh,
yes.
it would be great. So yes, Mr. Name, please
Thank you,
go.
Doug. Let me also encourage our audience, please share, tell us what platform you're on, and share the show as well, so we'll know what platform we're visible on. But thanks for joining us. Yeah, that I will piggyback on Dr. V. I myself, look, I watched the turnout in Bong. Also, he watched the one in Nimba. I think it was on Saturday or Friday. We saw the Senator Moi parading the major streets in Bonga, right? So now I don't know which is worse, right? The fact that he got Marvin Cole building $500,000 bridges, another 3 more bridges to be built. He's on his tail, and he brought all the big guns into Bonga, and he raised $11,000 because he said raised what $2.1 million Liberian dollars. If you change that, that's about $11,000. Or if they say that US dollars, then again, I did not mean tone deaf. People over here breaking rocks all over the place, and they're going to march in the street because they want to build 15 headquarters all over the place. So they're raising. So I don't know how they are managing this thing, but either way they put it, the optics are bad. And I mean, I'm not going to say here I'm feeling sorry for him, because hey, we want them to look bad. So Josiah Marvin Cole can be the next senator of Boncante. But I just want to highlight that. He brought out the big guns. They were parading the street, and all at the end of all of that, everything he got, he put it out there. He really let me. So we're watching Bong, and like Dr. V said, we saw what happened in Nimba as well. It should have been also, a very big gathering. But I think the Nimba people are paying attention. I'm seeing some of them expressing a lot of anxiety. Yeah, yeah. It's very negative reaction, and some of these people are opinion leaders. They're not happy over what is happening, and they're expressing it boldly on social media. So we'll see what happens. So I will pass it on to you, but before I do so, I want to tell my UP keyboard warriors, who are trolling us already. They don't say his educating ability on the workings of the Constitution. I know we'll go into this here. But what Dylan is not really picking up is the single word that Musa Asambelete is using: originate. How do you understand that word? They debate and all of that they're doing. The process is supposed to originate, to begin from, to come from them, and then they go into. Why are they in a hurry to debate the budget? Why? They don't even have to concur. So what is the rush? What are they rushing to pass so quickly that they can't even wait for the House to begin to debate the budget, which is supposed to originate the process, and then they join in at a later time? So I'm just letting my friend know that yes, I read a long thing that there's supposed to be light that has already dimmed. You know, right now we can see the light even in the darkest of dark. We can see the light, but the light came out today. It came to educate Musa's ability on the education. I am expecting that this is not the last we've heard of this, but you said we'll talk about it later on in the show, so I will pass it back to you.
I'm not
Thank
listening
you.
to that, but I'm curious.
Thank, thank you. Thank you. You know, I want to join both of you to speak about the fundraising that occurred in both, primarily in Bond County. And of course, we'll talk about the fundraising and the low turnout. What does that signify? But you know, if it speaks to leadership for me, if you know Moyi and other leaders of Bond County were able to gather or raise $2.1 million, they say,
You said, mhm.
or 11,000, yes, or $11,000. Why are they not able to build bridges, schools, hospitals? Why are they not able to use that same energy to do the work of the Liberian people? Why is he asking on mobility to go and build 4 additional buildings if he could use that energy to generate funds? As he says, they raised $2.1 million or $11,000. So, you know, that's my only question. It tells me that they are not interested in the people. Their leadership is only based on their personal enrichment as opposed to making the lives of the people in Bon County better, or the people in Liberia at large better. Or, you know, these guys, they are elected to serve the people, but they are serving themselves. That's all I have to say about that. So I wanted to join you guys. So let's go into the whole legislative hala hala, as you
Yeah,
can see. You know, today I want to give credit to Front Page Africa, where I took this from, and it's in other newspapers. But it says the House takes Senate to task for overstepping its boundary to hold budget hearing. So we are hearing that the Senate is holding budget hearing. And you both said some key words here. I think, Mr. Nami, you said a very instrumental key word that we have to consider: originates,
yes.
originates. Okay. So we are hearing that it says the House takes Senate to task for overstepping its boundary to hold Senate hearing. So there's tension that is brewing, and some people will argue, say, "Oh, it's been done. You know, this was done during any time. So what? So our country, just because something was done during any time, does it make it right to be done now? Or just because something was done in George Weah time, does it make it right to be done now? After all, when the Unity Party came, they said they came to rescue and change things. They came to rescue. So when you rescue someone, you are making sure that what if they didn't have life jacket before, you provide life jacket for them to swim and get above water and for them to move forward. So I'm curious, and I'll go to Dr. V. Let me get your thoughts on the whole matter here. And please don't even pay attention to me, because we have this Front Page Africa. I give them credit, but I will also put up here the Constitution Authority, Article 34D(I) of the Liberian Constitution states all revenue bills, whether subsidies, charges, import duties, or taxes, and other financial bill shall originate. When we use
There
the
you
word
go. Yeah,
originate
yeah.
in the House of Representatives, but the Senate may propose or concur with amendments as on other bills. Okay. And of course, it continues on. But yes, Dr. V, your thoughts.
Yeah, first, yeah. Let me pick it up from this Constitution. The word "shall" mean it's a must. No other way around it. It is a must. That means the bill or the budget should originate from the lower house to the upper house. That means the budget should be deliberated on in the lower house before passing it on to the upper house. So if you have people that Prince Moib, who were ways and means on in the lower house and deputy speaker in the lower house. And today you cannot point at anything that he did to change the life of the people of Bon County on ways and means, putting money to where money is supposed to be in for the country, for the development of the country. Today he's in the upper house. They bring in an inept, very empty-headed speaker who is a remote control. They brought him in so that they can still be in control of the budget. So that they can still be in control of the budget. So because he's a remote controller, they say, my man, just send it here. Whatever there for you, we'll put it there for you. Yes, sir. He's a yes, sir speaker, and he passes it on to them. Today, Prince Moyine coming up to tell us that they raised $11,000 US, which is equivalent to what, $2.some million Liberian dollars. Where is that money coming from? Who all donated, who all, pledged those money up or paid those money to Prince Moyi? That Prince Moyi gave comprehensive report to the people of Bon County because he's accountable to them. He can come up and raise money for party headquarters, but he can't raise money to save life to save the people life that put him to where he is today to make money. Prince Moyi, at the start of corruption King Kong, seen from the lower house. He played with that. These are experienced or corrupt officials that we're talking about here from the lower house. All of them, they are they're in the same camp. They went and sat over there in the upper house. They remote controlled the speaker. They took the budget. Now they deliberating on it. Our people, especially the young people who are educated in the country, they're saying, oh, the people are getting prepared. The people are getting prepared so that when the budget comes to them, they will know what to do because they don't want to waste time with the budget. I was listening to some of them on the other platforms. On other platforms, they were saying that. I was just saying that, shaking my head. I said, which type of country are we in? Where is Liberia heading to? People are supposed to educate our younger children who have not been in school to even motivate them to make them anxious to want to go to learn. They sit there and say such a thing that people that deny them of the country resources that are supposed to change their lives, they're backing them up because they're getting peanuts, they're getting crumbs from those corrupt leaders. So this budget, that's what I like about the CMC leader. The CMC leader is the only opposition in the house. Look, I have my own representative from my district 8, Nima County. He's the caucus head in Nima County. Say me and them. All of them, you cannot hear them say nothing. We have a lot of young folks in the legislature from Nima County. All of them have become bubble representative in the house. Nothing they say on behalf of the people of Nima County. But that is another discussion for another day. And we're sitting there, Musa Belete is educating and challenging the speaker, and they say, oh, Musa Belete letter is out of control. Musa Belete, he's not supposed to write such a letter. Can you imagine?
Yes.
So that's what make the CMC, every corner you go to, every media, every station you go to, they might say something about CMC before that program can close on the media platform. The CMC is the way forward, my people. Let's get up and join forces and push the message of the CMC. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Yan. Speaking to the issue relating to the budget, I'm going to go to Mr. Nangwe, who told us about the Constitution that spoke directly to the word originate. And I have it right in front of you for you to read and see that we're not just making things up, that the political leader is not making things up. So anything else you'd like to add or elaborate as you
thank you. I want to at first I want to say hi to my deputy speaker, my Kisi brother. You
Yes.
know, where you say if it doesn't something where I doesn't respond, this
Mm,
one is supposed to respond to it.
mm.
If we know it's IQ, if it doesn't fit, I doesn't respond. So this time he needs a response.
It's a number. Okay.
He said my
Okay.
IQ is very high. If it doesn't fit, I doesn't respond.
Just
So
here to the educator. The educator.
so let me tell you this time, he needs a response. I also want to talk to my crew brother, my Brabby.
Yeah.
This bravado, they're my, crew boy we let war business. They're my speaker,
Mm,
my Brabby here. You, let me
mm,
tell you,
mm,
Dylan is eating your lunch on your head. He is taking your authority and he's usurping your authority. You should know that the
mm.
Constitution gives you the right to, to originate this budget. It's supposed to begin with you. He knows that. But he is counting on the fact that you may not know and understand it. And I thank that for putting that piece of the Constitution on the screen. And I know you watch the show. Somebody will tell you to watch it. This is your authority. You met you with all the machismo. You are the regime speaker, the most powerful man next to the presidency. Don't let Darius Dillon put your head in the empty rice bag and eat your lunch over your head. This is your responsibility. Tell them to stop. Don't take it from Musa ability. Take it from Ronnie Sear. Ronnie Sear knows what he's talking about. He be around. That's why he put it in your paper. So I want you to take notice.
Mm.
This is your area. Don't let Dara Dillon come and take your area and take over. Tell them to stop. You better this time agree with Musa's ability. He wrote you that letter. You have the authority to tell them to stop. So I just wanted to make sure you recognize this. Yeah, your brother, Tifa, it doesn't fit. I doesn't.
So we can reduce because if it doesn't fit,
I doesn't.
what for it? What can you
Tifa is an
do?
experience. He's an experience rep on budget issue. He was a ways and mean chair before.
Of course, he's been there for a while.
Yeah, so he's an experience. So they know what they're getting from it. That's why they send it over there.
Yeah, and the thing about this is the reason why this wala hala is occurring because the state-owned enterprise are not going to the hearing that the House of Representatives are calling, according to Front Page Africa. They are going to the Senate, okay, instead of going to the House. So why they bothering? They're saying, why should we even bother with the House? Let's go to the Senate because the Senate is being powered. But as Mr. Nama told us, if you read, it said shall originate in the House. Anything relating to money in our country, revenues, bills, subsidies, charges, import duty, taxes, everything shall originate. Somebody asked the question, so if everything will be in the Senate, then what would the Senate be concurring to or proposing? So the second half that says the Senate may propose or concur, which means they will agree. If they're gonna do everything there, if the hearing gonna occur, then what are they gonna be agreeing to? Who are they gonna be agreeing with? So that's the question. But yeah, Mr. Nama Brabi, we don't want the Senator issue on you. Okay? So y'all better act out and act out the Constitution. I want to go close this, but I was going to go back to the letter from Secretary. We spoke directly.
If it doesn't work, I doesn't respond because my IQ, my understanding.
I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sending you the video.
I say
I see the video. But
yeah.
it's interesting. These are interesting times for our country. You understand me? And
Very
these are our
interesting
leaders.
Very interesting times. Yes, I'm gonna. While you guys we will get to the place while you guys are talking. I will definitely get to watch that video. You sent it to my email, right? Or you sent it to
I think I sent it to your messenger. Let me make
okay,
sure.
no, no, that's okay. It's well,
Yes.
send it to the email because it's
Yeah.
easier to upload it from the email.
Yes. I think I
But
sent it to you.
before we go to the letter of second Peter, which directly is hitting the budget that we're talking about, I want to spend to take this time to just welcome all of you that are just joining us. Silva Washington from Broadville, Fatimata Sheikh, tell us next show. She's already seated. Thank you, Fatimata. Seliki Kone, he's here. Mr. Alu S. Kone, CMC USA is not focusing on Grand Cayman County. Oh, okay. Thank you for telling me. I'll make sure that my own account there. Oh, all right. Uh, I know how to not focus on Grand Cayman County, but I know they are. We're getting there. We just started getting there. And Mr. Kane saying his data finish. Oh, Darius Topa is saying that he's following up from Ganta, Lima County. Kuku Dennis, good evening, doctor, friends. How did people get your online, madam? Just messenger me, definitely. Um, we have Eric Bush has he says, hi, CMC guys. Mr. Kaba says CMC 2029. Yes, we must. Mr. Leo says, wow, the youth people in Liberia are some issue. My brothers, they have some issue. I think that's what you were saying. Thank you for joining us. Samuka Ability, he says, you from Banwa County, Barnesville. Oh, he's watching. I'm sorry, watching from Banwa County, Barnesville. If you're watching us, share the show. We are thankful that you join us. We've been here. CMC has been around for about 6 months, as Mr. Name and Mr. Yan are saying. Everywhere we go, people are either following us. Our political leader reacted to the budget. He's still reacting to the budget. I've been seeing on social media, in other newspaper, people are following. You know, when was the last time you heard a political party leader react to the budget? I've never heard that in my half a century of a life that I've been living plus more. So we are trend setters. We are setting the trend. We'll go, we'll go
Absolutely.
into we'll go factor a budding relationship with people international. The next thing I know on Facebook, other chapters have been formed international by other political parties. So, y'all continue to, when we going to be a bridge, y'all continue to chase us. But we're also okay. We like the competition, okay? But let me just tell you what our honorable is saying about this budget. And he also, as Mr. Name mentioned, Mr. Dr. Ya, he wrote the Senate,
Yep.
okay? That's how it works in the line of work. In fact, in any organization, well, if you just don't it mean nothing, you got to put it on writing.
That's
So
right.
tomorrow we'll go back to it. Okay. So this letter from Second Peter, he says, today I want to talk about something we often treat as a routine exercise. In Liberia, we treat the budget like, oh, every year it comes around. A national budget. That's what he's saying. To some, national budget is merely a period in which governments divide spending, allocate aid, and wait for the next year to repeat the same thing. Yes, we've been doing this for so long, people. To others, it is a battlefield where the debate is reduced to accusations of corruption on one hand and the celebration of bigger numbers on the other hand, as if the size of a budget automatically reflect national progress. Yeah, well, we're going to 1 billion now. We'll see what happens, whether that's national progress or not. And I in the letter, I just said that. He said, but I do not see the national budget that way. A national budget, according to our political leader, Musa Hassan Bilal, says that in its truest meaning, tells you who you are as a nation and who your leaders are as individuals. If you pay close attention, the budget reveals the character of the leadership. It exposes what drives them, what defines them, and what they genuinely care about. It tells you their vision, their aspirations, their priorities, and their ambition or absence of it. A national budget answers essential questions. How does a leader see the people they govern? How does that leader see themselves? How do they measure progress? Do we ever measure progress? Does anybody ever come speak to us and say, what's the progress according to budget? This is what we've done. How do they confront challenges? How do they intend to manage their own vision? What path do they choose for their country? Because a national budget is not merely an economic instrument, it is a mirror. So I will stop here. You see, our political leader asked some very interesting questions about the budget. He says, how does a leader see the people they govern? How does that leader see themselves? How do they measure progress? How do they confront challenges? How do they intend to manage their own vision? And what path do they choose for the country? So I'm asking both of you who are here tonight. I've read just a bit of the political leader's letter to Secretary, which you should go read it. You can find it on his webpage. He does this every Sunday. In essence, you guys have told us a little bit about these political leaders, who they are. But what do you guys think about these questions our political leaders asking?
That Dr. V will come in, but let me quickly say this, right? Even here in this country, they always tell you to follow the money, because the way you spend your money represents your intentions, what you care about most. And so they always tell you, if you're trying to trade, follow the money.
Mm-hmm.
What Musa Azambelete is saying, the political leader, the way you apportion the national pie, right? The way you divide up the money tells us exactly like he's saying. How you interpret your understanding of what is supposed to happen to benefit your people in terms of education, in terms of health, in terms of roles. I was just looking up here, and I got the top 5 government officials: the president, vice president, the senate, the pro tem, the speaker, the deputy speaker. Together, the allocation is about $14.9 million. That surpasses the amount of money in the budget for the entire health sector. It tells us, how much we care about our people. The legislature alone, over $51 million, 103 people. And then you look at education, you look at health, and then you look at how much money are they setting aside. So what he's saying, the budget expresses how much you value the people who elected you to manage our national coffers, because this is what this is. We're telling you, we repose our confidence in you, we trust you to manage all of our resources, our logs, our natural resources, the dam, all of that. We trust your judgment to manage how we collect all this money and how you divide up among all of us. But the way the budget is expressed, the way it's being distributed, it does not portray equity, not at all. And so I read the letter. I've read it twice now, and you may like Musa's ability or not. I think that is immaterial. I think I encourage all of my friends. I may have also shared it on my page. If I didn't, I will. I think you should read this letter. It is poignant. It is very, very pertinent. It is very, very substantive. He's calling on the legislature to look at the budget. There's a reason to revise that budget. The way the form and what the manner in which the budget is right now, it is not representative of the hopes and aspirations of our people.
Nope.
The budget is tilted towards the minority. There's just way too much money going to a few, and not a lot going to the majority of our people. I think that's the point he's making. I will pass it on to Dr. V.
Yes, Dr. V, you want to come in? Well said, Mr. Namwit.
Thank you, Doc.
Yes, in the simple English, Honorable Benedict is saying this national budget from the 42 years experienced president, mostly talk about agriculture, love Liberia, think Liberia, and what have you.
Mm-hmm.
So they honor his leadership. 3 years now, honor his leadership. He can't think about revamping the agricultural sector. People are still breaching with cutlasses, but he wants for the country to feed herself. People are using manual equipment to make farm. Honor his redeem, the agricultural gurus. Musa is saying these are things that the budget should have been prioritized. Musa is saying education, even the roads that we're talking about, farm to market roads, the budget should have focused mostly on those simple things. But what are you seeing in this budget? Like Mr. Nangwe said, if you combine the speaker, the deputy speaker, the pro tempore, and the vice president and the president, it more than the health sector, it more than the educational sector, it more than the agriculture that he boasts of in this country, that he's an agricultural gurus. When you can't, everything will be bread and butter. You will be using, you will be saying now on the machine, you be running over the trees now, to make your farm. It more than those things. So Musa is asking his colleagues in the legislature, let us come back. Let us come to the round table. Let us come back and relook at this thing. That the budget really speak to our people. And that's the kind of legislature you want. What is your legislature from your district? Think. You are listening to us. Think. What is your legislature saying about this budget? Only honorability alone really standing up about this. Mm-hmm. Since the budget issue been out there, has your legislature come back to your district and sit with you and listen to you, your concern about this budget? These are things that you expect from your legislature. That's why you send them over there.
Yes.
You can come back when things like this, going on in the country, everybody confused. They can come back and say, "What your view?" So you can tell them your view, so that they can go back. When they go back in the house, they will make an informed decision on your behalf. But they're sitting there, honorability alone, calling their attention to this. Today, the budget was not even placed before your legislature. They all sitting down like buffoon. It was honorability that stood up and wrote the Senate. Mm-hmm. Bring back that budget. I need to say something to that budget that it reflect. Let my people in District 7, Nima County, let them reflect in that budget.
Yes.
What is the question tonight? Those that are watching up, what is your legislature saying about this budget on your behalf? That's the question you need to be asking yourself.
And Dr. as we come in, Dr. V, I want people to understand this budget, it is a draft budget. It is in the draft form. And what the CMC political leader is saying is what is supposed to be happening, because this is not the final budget. People need to rise up, make their reservations known about this budget. The budget can be altered. It's not the final document. I just want to, like Dr. V is saying, call on your legislature. Tell them to explain to you how you are represented in this budget. That's your right.
Yes. And Dr. V is also saying we're not going to do business as usual. For over 170-something years, they've just been passing this budget, passing it just like the instrument, how to allocate the money. One group of people continue to just get the money. Okay. The important thing, agriculture, healthcare, education for our people is not reaching to them. The recurring budget, the waste that's in the government, that way it reaches to the Senate and the legislature, that way it reaches to. So Honorable Musa Pilate asked a very important question. He said, does the 2026, this draft budget that they sent to, that is supposed to originate in the House, then they go to the Senate, then the House and the Senate concur or they work on it. They marinate it like when we're cooking with the women, we marinate our food to see how seasoned it is, how good it is for the public. Okay. All right. And then before it goes back to the House, and then of course both of them have to vote on it, goes back to the speaker, and then they have to vote on it and what have you. But Musa Pilate says he asked this question to political leader, our political leader, and Jan correctly said he's the only person working. Okay. Does the 2026 national budget reflect a leadership that sees you, the people, sees us, sees our need, the agriculture need? In 2026, you still be using chapia. I'm sorry, you say cutlass, I said chapia.
Yeah, that how we call it
You gotta
chapia.
make that out. People understand that. Yes.
Okay, when the people in other parts of the world are talking about mechanized farming, that means that they are using tractor, trailer, John Deere to move things. Our people, we are still practicing the slash and burn method. This year, my grandmother will say, okay, we're not going to farm here, we'll let the things grow, which is okay. There's some value to that. Okay, we'll let the tree grow, we'll let the soil come back to itself. They'll go to another place. But in the developed world, the people are still farming the same place, but they're using fertilizer, tractor trailer, they're using timing, they're using all of these sophisticated matter that we are supposed to be talking about to our people. And Jan raised an interesting point. He said, why are our representatives not coming back to our people for you to have a dialogue or exchange? Okay, why are you guys not calling these different town hall meetings with our people? Maybe they got something to tell you about this budget so you can make a better decision on their behalf. So your leadership can see the people, so you can value the people, and you can believe in the future of Liberia, the young people. And that's what we are saying. We if you we Mr. Honorable Benedict wrote a letter today. I just want to say it. It's a little hard, difficult for me to read. Somebody was saying, oh, I was watching another station and they amaze me sometimes. Oh, it's wrong for him to write the Senate. Okay, the Senate can call people for hearing. The Senate got the right to, yeah, the Senate got the right to call people for hearing. But what kind of hearing are they calling? They are calling hearing related to the budget. That's why the state-owned enterprises are not going to the hearing that the House are calling, because they are going to the Senate. And that bypasses and usurp the power of the House. So Honorable Benedict is saying the current action by the Senate conducting the budget hearing. He didn't just say any kind of hearing. He was very, very specific in his letter. He said conducting the budget hearing before the House. You are conducting hearing. So if you calling hearing for ministers, state-owned enterprises, donors, or whatever you calling them to a hearing, why should they go to the House? Who would the Senate be concurring to? What is the House going to be doing? So those are questions that you should be asking yourself. He said before the House acted upon the budget is therefore inconsistent with Article 34D1, which we read to you, and the long-standing constitution doctrine governing the origination of revenue and appropriation of bills by effectively converting a limited power to may concur. So they're saying that just because the Senate say they got it right to may concur, so they got it right to have hearing. No.
And that's made, huh? They don't have to.
Yes.
No, they don't have to. They may. But if you land it, let me come in quickly. I see my brother, Dr. Tutu, here. He's very busy, and it's good to have you here again, my friend. Thank you for joining us. He wants to know if he can get a hand on honorable abilities legislative budget. I think the Freedom of Information Act allows you to do that, Dr. Tutu. You should write the office. I think they will send you a copy. You can get a copy of it. Let me just say this quickly, right? I was looking at I went back to my numbers here. For this budget that is being proposed, $13.6 million, that's all they have in it for agriculture, right?
Wow.
The previous government here was subsidizing right as around $11 million.
Yes.
The total importation amount of money spent on rice importation in Liberia every year is over $200 million. Imagine
Correct.
that.
Yes.
You're passing and appropriating $13 million as opposed to $200 million. You don't think we could invest that into agriculture and produce and feed ourselves if this government really meant well? These are the things that Honorable Ability is raising. We got $200 million from Asala Metal, a one-time shot deal. Instead of all taking that money and giving it to maybe an agriculture and cooperative development bank or something like that, where our people go and get loans and go out and produce and engage in agriculture, what do? We increase the appropriation to the vice president office. Vice president got over $400,000 increment in his budget. We increase the speaker budget, we increasing everybody's budget, and next year, if you look at the budget next year, the next year budget dropped to around $900 million. From $1.2 million, because that $200 million is not going to be available. How can we plan like this?
Nope.
How can we plan like this? You get a little stimulus package and everybody going jolly, you spend it, and you come and sit down, and then next day you tell, okay, y'all gotta come back now because we can't continue to pay the hotel bill, your country you're in, the money ran out, y'all gotta come. You cannot run a country like this.
Cannot, you cannot do that. And that's what Ability asked them about. What plans do you have? What do you intend? How do you intend to manage your own vision? How do you intend to confront your challenges? So your challenges that you have, how do you intend to? You have to have plan B when you do budget.
Absolutely.
Okay, just in case this happened. Just in case this happened, I will do this.
Yeah.
You're talking about the whole country, and so Honorable Ability did right, as both of you have said accurately. And for those who are saying he was wrong for writing the letter, you're wrong.
And more than that, Honorable Ability has always asked the question, what is the law? The law is the law. What is not done legally, procedural, is wrong. And the way they are originating this budget, the process is wrong. The Senate cannot start taking up the budget until it originates from the House. That is the law. That is the process. So I want Senator Dillon to go back again and look at it. I hope this thing he published out with the draft. Then on the final copy, let him go back and edit that thing. He posts that, he say educating ability. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Dillon is educating ability on the process. I'm not a legislator. From what I saw, what I read in the Constitution, I think Honorable Ability has a point. It's clearly written. The process begins from the House. Originates. That's what it means. That's what it means. The roots are in the house. He's over to get the branches. How can he start tapping the branches when he plant a tree? How does that make sense?
Exactly.
Oh, and Ms. Dubois, welcome. Let me pass you on the doctor. Welcome you.
Yes. Welcome the Vice Chair of Administration for CMC, Ms. Dubois. She's here. We're going to go to Ms. Dr. Yan V, and then we'll come to you. We're discussing the budget. So that's the conversation we're on. So let Dr. V come in, make his thoughts. And then
yes, I was looking at a summary of the budget, just entertainment and hearing alone, you get $6 million. $6 million. What
entertainment
is hearing not part of your function? As a representative in the House, is hearing not part of your function? So you got to put a budget. You got to budget for hearing. So the budget is only for the legislature and the president, the vice president, and the speaker and the deputy speaker and representatives and the senators.
Yes.
Half of the budget go to those people. But yet they're celebrating $1 billion budget that don't make no impact in the life of the ordinary that they came to rescue. Now the question we should be asking ourselves is, who are they rescuing? Who do they came to rescue?
Mm-hmm.
again, I'm very passionate about this. This Christmas season, most of our people, most of our brothers and sisters, the younger one, they have no idea how Christmas going to look like for them. No idea. Yet
Mm-hmm.
we are celebrating $1.2 billion national budget that should make an impact in the life of our people. We went through a 2025. We're going to go through a 2026. And they're going to bring us crumbs. Then we sit on the on media platform and sing praises to them. To my people of Bon County, Prince Moi is the one that's setting over the budget right now. Now he denied the lower house. Now he's setting over the budget. Prince Moi. You should be asking Prince Moi, what is there for us? He is accountable to you, to answer you. I don't care how lower you are in society. Ask him, because you send him there to represent your interests. He's setting over the budget. He the one calling all the ministers then to come and defend budget right now. Budget hearing. Just budget hearing. The budgeted, for that. 6 point some more million. Go check it out. It's not part of their job function for them to hear people. It's not. You got to budget for that. You got to allocate money for that. So what are they really doing for us now? That's a question. My people, y'all gotta press those people. Then they come and have a town hall meeting in your very districts and counties, as a county senators and district representative. Y'all ask them the hard question. In society, there are levels. You send those people there. Now the only thing people, the Prince Moi, because I'm using Prince Moi was just on air boasting of, how he's this, he got this, he got that. You send him there. Now he built his own house. He living in a luxury house. His children can find food every day. They can even eat 4 square meals a day, 5 square meals a day. And when you see them passing on the street, you standing or you clapping, you laughing, you jubilating them. When will people jubilate you? You send them there to create that avenue for you so you can be jubilated too tomorrow. My people, the time is now. And that's why the CMC is in this fight.
Yeah.
They have no reason of being in this fight. Honorable Benedict have absolutely no reason. He's settled for life. Honorable Benedict can say that. He can say, come out today and say, look, I don't care about anything that's going on around me. He and his family are well settled. He's doing this solely from his heart. You can see the genuineness with all the allegations, ran up against him. He said, bring proof. He put himself out there. He made himself vulnerable. He put himself out there. He said, come, I'm doing that not for me. I'm doing that for the people of Liberia. He's doing that for you. Don't be manipulated. Fellow Liberians, the time is now. Let us wake up. If you can't shine your eyes in the 2026 budget, the particular budget we're talking about, the budget is meant for us to change your life. If it's not, there's no reason you should be celebrating any leaders in our country. In fact, when you see them passing, you should be stoning them with rock. Yeah. But again, don't do that. You can stone them with rock at the ballot box. Take them out.
The ballot box. Yes.
Yeah, take them out.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. V. You made some really great points in terms of the budget working for the people. I want to go on to Madam Massa Dopu-Greer. Massa, what are your thoughts on this budget? You've been hearing about it. You've been talking about it. What do you think?
Thank you, Dad. First of all, let me apologize to everyone for running late. But I'm here. Yes, you see, for me personally, that everything that Unity Party ever criticized or spoke against, they are doing the worst of everything they criticize CDC government of doing. And for them, it's okay because now, as you can see, we don't have a really strong opposition bloc like the way we had it when CDC was in power. I think the CMC is the only opposition bloc or political institution or political leader that we can
There's
now
someone
see
someone please mute himself. Is it me?
constantly trying to hold this government accountable for everything that they criticize, and now they're doing worse of it. So the budget is up, and I think, like you said, we've been discussing this for about 3 weeks now, and nothing has changed. The budget itself does not reflect the Liberian people. It does not reflect the needs of the Liberian people. It doesn't look like a responsible government who cares about their citizen or the country, and it's all about who in their cycle is going to benefit. And if you look at the budget again, um, you will see that most of what they have there, and with the Unity Party now planning to have 13 to 15 headquarters in all of the counties or places, strategic places, obviously they have budget already within that, funds already within that budget that's going to undertake, that's going to sponsor those projects. So we are not surprised by that. And like everything, like I said, everything that Unity Party has criticized, George Weah doing, they are doing the worst. Imagine if George Weah was in power or the CDC in power, and then you take the budget not from the lower house, but you take it to the Senate and start to debate it. Imagine how many posting for Unity Party partisans and leaders that we were going to see today. You know what I'm saying? But now we cannot even see a lot of these oppositions, political leaders, even talking about it other than the CDC, I mean the CMC and the CMC political leader. So it tells you that the only alternative that we already have in this current leadership is the CMC and the CMC political leader. I know they might say, they might have like I've read on some of the posts I've seen. I think somebody even tagged me on Senator DeLonge's post, and I refused to comment, but I was glad to read some of the, comments that objected to what DeLonge said, because it appears that DeLonge himself does not even know the law that he claims to represent. He does not even know the law. He doesn't even understand the law. So when I only read one person post comment, and then the other people who tagged me in the post, I tagged them on that person comments. So, just so not so now you even say a word, because the person already said everything, and that was Michael Palmo. He stressed a very good point, that the representative uh, um, objection to that were various points that he made, but then they don't, like I said, everybody's just looking for way to defend themselves and their side, which is good. But guess what? This same DeLon tomorrow will come back telling us that, in fact, he's not even going to argue about the budget, because I just read somewhere where DeLon, everybody was praising DeLon just a few weeks ago, how he was standing up for Liberians getting jobs. And now I just read in the news today that Didon said he's going to, quit talking about that. So this is a man who is noted for just going out there making statements that people will cherish, and later on he back off from it. As soon as he gets pressure beyond closed door, he backs up from it. So Didon is not really like a credible source for me, and that's why when the person tagged me on his post, kind of like, just went through the comment sections to see some of the good ideas and people that would disagree with him. And there are a lot of Liberians who on our post disagree with him, and I resonated with some of their comments there. So yeah, overall the budget is just the budget for the Unity Party. It's not the budget, not even the Unity Party, because there are thousands of Unity Party citizens who are crying right now under this government. So it's just for people who are within the president's cycle, and to empower them more financially. And now for the Liberian people, it does not even reflect the lives of the Unity Party citizens who are in thousands. You are muted there.
Yes, I just want to tell you thank you so much for your analysis of the issue. We're going to be talking about dealing, protecting Liberian people in the context of the Ministry of Labor, because he was talking about permits coming. So that's going to be a topic in the upcoming days. So stay tuned. If you just joining us, please share the show. Um, I want to just say thank you, Mr. Ability, Samuka Ability from Bowen Community, Barnesville. We also have Salome Kafumba Suarez, CMC is a solution. Uh, we also have Mr. George Toto, who's here to basically listen to exactly what Mr. Namwe has to say, but I'm sure he's enjoying all of us. We also have Mr. Fofana, Salome Fofana, watching from East London, United Kingdom. Thank you so much. We have other people here watching us, Richard Brenner Richardson, my sister-in-law, strong CMC member. Flomo Suba, he's here. He's calling us a bunch of dishonest people like our leader. That's okay. You can call us names, just hang on. You might learn a few things from being
That's
here.
right.
We're
From
highly,
From Suba.
yeah, and here's Flomo Suba.
At least he has the opportunity to say that on
Yes,
this platform.
that's
So
right.
Flo, we applaud you for being brave.
Yes, we applaud you. Then that's what this platform is for. CMC is awesome, open to thoughts and ideas and energy of people. So yes, bring your energy in any way you want to bring it.
And that, to be honest, I thought you were never going to read it, but I'm glad you did.
Hey. Yes, Bonita Kamara, CMC is the solution to Liberia. I have a dream about it. Oh, we gotta share that dream, yo. Okay. Maria Kumar, good evening and following from Complex. She's from Complex City, Nimba. Ansu Seku Tale, he said, Ansu Tale, thank you for joining us. Who else is here joining us? We're going to be moving on to our next topic. But before we do that, I'm just going to read the another portion of Mr. Ability's letter to Secretary that he produces every Sunday. You can find it on his page. He says, and I said this before, but I'll just read straight through without adding any of my comments. I can enjoy the main letter so much that I can start adding my own thing into it. So he says, does the 2026 national budget reflect a leadership that sees us, values us, and believes in our future? Sadly and painfully, it does not. Even more heartbreaking is that the very institution responsible for correcting this failure, the one meant to refine, reshape, and elevate the budget into a true national instrument, has already surrendered to its own appetites. Yikes. It has consumed itself with what it can extract, what it can take, what it can secure for herself. And as always, the people are the sacrifice. The dreams of our children are the sacrifice. The vision of a better Liberia is the sacrifice. Until we break free this path. Every 12 months will come with a fresh wound, a fresh loss, a fresh disappointment. Every 12 months, another star will burn out in our collective quest for a better Liberia. Have a blissful week. And that was the reading and ending of Mr. Ability's letter to Secretary. And he also wrote two letters. I mean, he wrote a letter to the Senate. We're going to move on, and I'm going to put up here from, I want to give the Liberia investigator. I want to give them credit for this headline that we're going to be seeing. And I learned from, I was just, sometimes I was so busy this weekend, I wouldn't pay attention. I was paying attention to NIMA for interesting reasons. As you know, the population of NIMA and what they brought to the last election, I pay attention. Of course, Bon County is very important too, because it's Bon County, NIMA, and Montserrat. Those three counties, they tend to be very populated, and we pay attention to them. And I also was an election, a poll watcher, let's say a poll watcher in NIMA, so I pay attention to NIMA. But as we read here, the investigator is saying UP losing NIMA. They told us that NIMA was a stronghold. That's what they've been telling us. They had a fundraising rally in NIMA, and it collapsed into an unexpected show of discontent as ordinary supporters stayed away, exposing a widening between the Unity Party and its once reliable political stronghold. They always say, oh, NIMA is our stronghold. We got Prince Johnson, we got the vice president. So my thought is, and I will start with you, Dr. V. What are your thoughts about NIMA being a stronghold and UP is losing its grips on NIMA?
Thank you, Doc. I'm a son of NIMA, and I followed NIMA politics to the root. UP is losing NIMA couple of reasons. Number one, Prince Johnson. I don't care how you look at Prince Johnson. Prince Johnson was loved by the people of NIMA. The demise of Prince Johnson have exposed who those people that call themselves the sons of Prince Johnson are. Like Jeremiah Kuhn, the like of Jeremiah Kuhn, the vice president. The stuff, property that Prince Johnson left behind, that people of NIMA will look at today or tomorrow and see Prince Johnson through those things. Those property, we don't know the future of those property. Like, for example, the Prince Johnson Polytechnic. Since the death of Prince Johnson, the Polytechnic have been down. The school have been closed. No, all the students that was at that school, they've been sitting down. Yesterday, the people that call themselves the sons of Prince Johnson, like Jeremiah Kuhn, the vice president, they were there calling on the ordinary people, the same student that's sitting down from the school. And that school right now, according to what I'm hearing, 30,000 can reopen the school. Yesterday, they were selling GB, both of GB, $1,000. They expect those students that want to learn and become somebody tomorrow, they expect them to come out to purchase a bowl of GB for $2,000. Let me say $1,000. These are some of the things that UP is doing, and UP government today, UP into is called a ruling government or ruling party because of Prince Johnson's political party. Since the death of Prince Johnson, the political party, we don't know, we don't even hear if the political party even exists. I think one time Honorable Billy was asking, where is the headquarters of the political party? The political party only by mouth right now. And when UP was going to do this fundraising, they did not invite the political party. Senator Koga raised a concern. And in Nima right now, it's like if you talk against Jeremiah Kun, you're not a son of Nima or you don't love Nima. These are some of the things that losing the ground, that UP losing the grounds of Nima. So there are a lot of things that UP need to do to get hold of Nima. They respecting the people of Nima day by day. Senator Koga is nothing. You might say, what about Senator Koga? But Senator Koga is actually standing up for the people of Nima than Jeremiah Kun is doing. All Jeremiah Kun is doing, he pumping money into the media to continue to advocate on his behalf. That's what he's doing. But yesterday, it was a clear show. Nima stood their ground and showed to the world that we mean business. Gone are those days that will continue to be disrespected, and y'all expect us to come and celebrate y'all. So yesterday, it was a clear cut. What I heard, they raised 17,000. Is what they say. Where those 17,000 coming from? Are they just making numbers in those counties with those fundraising stuff? Because and when do they realize that they needed a party headquarters? 12 years they were into power. And they only realized that they needed a party headquarters when they get to know that we have a $1.2 billion budget. In the budget, right? We were just discussing the budget. Nothing that reflecting you on you, the ordinary people. So that means they're making us their number because they know where that money coming from. So tomorrow, when you ask them, they will be able to justify to you that, oh, the money we raise so and so amount in Nima County. Nima County, the two people that were there that didn't want to get the 17,000, but they cannot pay 30,000 for your children to go to school. They raised that amount and look in the budget. How much was budgeted for the Nima Community College? How much was budgeted for the Nima Community College? But we have people who have that type of money in the country, but nobody's there to look at children. Again, the people say if your Christmas will be good, you have to know from the eve. The CMC is there, whether you like the CMC, like Flomo Suba is saying here, whether you like us or not, the CMC for the people, by the people, and of the people, and the political leader is showing it from the eve of your Christmas. And on Christmas Day, it's when he become, CMC become the ruling party in 2029 or 2030. When we are CMC have been inaugurated as the ruling political party, they fight is small. You will see fight. You will see the political leader will be going from ministry to ministry around 3 o'clock to see if his minister are still in offices working, because he's showing to you right now that he means business. He's not in charge of your state resources. He's using his own resources to do that. What's about if you entrust him with the country resources? Fellow Liberians, gone are those days that you allow politicians to play fool out of us and insult us, and at the end of the day, they give us crumbs, and we celebrate them. We celebrate their children, and our children continue to play in the dust while the children in vehicle passing around. We're clapping for them. We're standing on the road looking at it, and we continue to, our children continue to imagine when will they be in that car. The time of you, your children, those type of car. The time is now because no politician don't want to create that environment for your children to be there. That's why they continue to do you like that. And to my brothers and sisters who are graduating from colleges with degrees, and politicians are giving you money to sit on media platform to talk against yourself because they're giving you $5, they're giving you the crumbs to talk against yourself. You're not talking against anybody. Like my brother Flomo Suba is saying, you're not talking against Musa, you're talking against yourself because who's feeding it? Or Flomo, you might be, somebody who find yourself in a Western world, all the representative leaders of those countries making you to feel good, but you forgetting that our brothers and sisters are back there. We need to be serious and we need to prove to those people that we mean business and the time is now. That's why the CMC is standing up for every one of us. We all need to join the fight and make those politicians to pay for what they have done to us.
Thank you, Dr. V. Let's turn our attention to Mr. Namwe. Mr. Namwe, your thoughts on this whole fundraising fiasco?
Thank you, Doc. And we touched on this briefly when we talked about what happened in Bong. I mean, this is in print. I know they will say, "Oh, this is from Liberia's Action TV," but this is Voice of Liberia, and they are also reporting that discontent is beginning to brew in Bong, in addition to Nimba, in Bong, in Margibi, in Gomi, in Cape Mount. It says here voters are demanding cash. There is this big December 6th that's coming up, which is supposed to be a big fundraiser. I think they call it homecoming. Homecoming from where anyway? I mean, you're ruling the country. You say you're coming homecoming from where? But so my brother here, he understands about politics. He knows what is happening. And a lot of us were paying attention to what happened over the weekend. I was reading the same investigator over $10,000 worth of cars that were intended to be sold were never sold. The GB rally. They're reporting there were more cars than people. More luxury cars, than people. The ordinary people just stayed away. You have more people coming from Monrovia and coming to attend the program than the local people. And so concerns are now beginning to be raised about this so-called stronghold of Nimba. The Nimba people are not stupid. They're very perceptive. They're seeing what is happening. They're not happy. And they are not known to be quiet. They're very vocal people. They're expressing themselves. And so, and I hope they figure it out quickly. But I'm not going to say, that, I'm watching it with twiddling my finger with some amount of glee. You know what I'm saying? But before I pass it to you, our own brother and friend Jerome Gilman here shares a birthday with the president of the Republic of Liberia.
Oh, yes.
Our brother is a big deal.
Yes.
So happy birthday to the president, but happy birthday to Jerome. Yesterday he
That's
has
right.
He's 65, looking ever so young,
Yes.
Yeah, so but today he's driving the bus back to school campus. I think they came for the Thanksgiving. So as I pass it on to you, I know that you were going to say at the end, so I know you didn't forget, but I know I will forget.
Did not forget. So
let me just wish Jerome a happy birthday. But so what is happening? And that the signs that are always written on the wall. There's a reason why people say this. The signs can be apparent. And you got to read the signs. If the you people are not reading the signs, well, you know what? They're doing it to their own peril. We will do our best, the CMC, and wherever the vacuum is, we'll fill the vacuum. If they go to Nimba and their fundraiser is not working, well, good riddance. But the picture doesn't lie, and we got our drone now, so I don't know. Smith is not here tonight, so
I'm telling you, Smith is not here.
But we saw what's happening. They can't lie, they can't deny it. The business was poorly attended, and they said this is in spite of months of canvassing and advertising and activating and organizing, and still the people spoke. The people are not happy. and this is a major leg of this coalition that the rescue coalition. So we're watching, but the facts are there. Nimba is speaking, and they're not happy, and they better do well to to accommodate their concerns. In the body of the write-up, they say they're not blaming the president and vice president, but they're concerned that the sons and daughters who are in positions in government are not
Yes,
representing their hopes and aspirations as they
absolutely.
should, and that's what concerns them. So we'll see what happens.
Yes, thank you. Uh, Madam Greer, you want to come in? We're discussing this whole UP fundraising fiasco that's going around the country.
Thank you, Dad. Thank you. Dr. V and Mr. Nangwe have already said a lot, but I just wanted to comment on the NIMA, like Unity Party losing NIMA. You know, I said that when right after the election, when Unity Party started to pursue this whole war crime code thing, and their main idea was to weaken Senator Prince Johnson, to make him nobody, you know. And they actually succeeded because they started that thing against him. He got really frustrated, he got depressed by it, and we all know where he is right now. And since then, Senator Kuhn, I mean, the VP who Senator Johnson brought in the spotlight, supported him, had a supporter him, took him from nowhere, make him to be somebody. He had found out, hold on, Dad. Sorry. Give her to me. Can't get the earphone.
That's okay. You just joining us. We are watching uh, the CMC platform.
I'm sorry, Dad.
Go ahead, Martha. Go ahead. We understand.
That's
We
sorry.
are all mothers there and fathers, so we understand.
Yeah. So the whole plan of that was to really silence Senator PYJ and then weaken him so that he cannot have a voice when it comes to Liberian politics, and also to kill his dream, you know. And they succeeded. Like I said today, we all know what Senator Prince Johnson is because of the betrayal that he experienced by Unity Party and the vice president who he brought into the spotlight, making him to be where he is today. And since then, he continues to betray Senator PYJ even in his death. So let me tell you, the people from Nima County, they are not stupid. They know what PYJ did for them. They know what PYJ stood up for when it came to Nima County. So, and they know exactly. And to be honest, that I feel for Senator Coon, I mean, the VP Coon, because he's in a position where, and I'm pretty sure it's not that he doesn't have something to say contrary to what the Unity Party or the president did to PYG, but I think the power that he has is more important than standing up for somebody who brought you to the spotlight, and that's where he finds himself, and he's going to be in that spotlight. He's going to be in that position for a while because if he's thinking that after JMB, he's going to succeed JMB, he's going to be daydreaming because the thing is, Unity Party is not prepared to carry Kun as the center bearer for Unity Party. I can definitely tell you that Unity Party is not going to carry him, and so right now, and he knows that, right now in their party, he knows the struggle that's going on there because Unity Party has a lot of people who are eyeing after Joe Braga because you get people like Kafuana. I'm hearing that he got some men, he's empowering to be pushing his kids out there in the media as well as on social media. And not just Kafua, there are a lot of men, strong men and women. Even what's her name? The protein right now. I know she's for Liberty Party, but she also wants to be some kind of VP or president. And then, so it's a struggle for Kun where he find himself right now, that he has to go along with the betrayal of PYJ, and now the Nema County people, they are against him. They are heavily against him. Let me tell you, PYJ, Kun is not like ready on Nema. He knows that. It was because of Prince Johnson that people even gave him a face over there, and they even looking his way. And so now that Prince Johnson is not alive, he's gonna struggle. He's not gonna get any vote if he's the Standard Borough Unity Party in the Makande. I can tell you that for sure that he's not gonna get any votes. And then to come on to the budget issue, Unity Party is very smart. I can tell you for sure. Unity Party is the smartest political institution in our country, and they don't and they do that very they are. I don't know how to describe it. I don't want to say criminally, but they are very strategic in what they want to do. You know, the party knows that this is a budget that their party headquarters funding is already in that budget. They are gonna get the money from that budget. But in order for the Liberian people whom they think are so stupid, the other everybody can be fooled easily. They decided to have their fundraiser ahead of time before even debating the budget. And so all these amount that they are calling, oh, they raise this, they raise that, those are just lies. They raise nothing. How can the Liberian people be suffering and then you setting your setting government? Tell me, if some kind of if opposition is saying that, it will make sense to me. But you are setting government, the people suffering under you, and then you think they're gonna raise money for you? Look, I read today on my brother's More Ali's page where he was begging people to carry their T-shirt to the party headquarters, and then they were going to help them to print it for free. And like, if you're going to be doing that, after raising, you clean 17,000, you already raising one county. Why would you be begging people to carry that T-shirt and you would do it for free? It was so funny. But that's the reality. They already have the money in the budget, so they just doing everything now. They doing just showmanship, so they can be able to justify in case somebody say, "Oh, but this money," and it's gonna leak as we get closer to election. Everything Unity Party is doing budget wise, it's gonna leak. Yeah, you know that, and the Liberian people are not even stupid or insane to re-elect Unity Party. They are not going to be like Unity Party, so they can do anything and everything that they want to do, but the Liberian people are not going to re-elect them.
Yes, for me, it speaks to, and thank you to the panelists. All your points were well taken. You each brought in a different perspective to the issue of, Unity Party, low turnout in these different counties. And I mean, people are enjoying the show. I just want to thank all of you that are watching. Thank you for tuning in. Mario Kruma, he said he was watching again from Campe City, Nimba. He also CMC, he has a strong arm. Tali Focus call us another 1% is okay. 1% loading. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a first time seeing person spell that. I guess a new
That's
spelling.
okay. That's okay. We'll take them as they come.
He wants to criticize, but
Yes. But anyway, we're okay. We want to just tell you thank you wherever you are. We are growing our platform. We are a new party that's trending, and people are following our trend. And I know how I see the whole money raising, fundraising issue in these different counties. It's just, again, as I said, lack of leadership. As Madam Greer said, how can you be a leading party and then your focus is not on running a country, but it's on building, headquarters in different counties? That doesn't add up to me. That's not a priority. Let us that the agenda priority that you give us, come back and fundraise. If we don't have enough budget, fundraise for housing for our people, fundraise for agriculture to get to move to mechanized farming. Okay, fundraise for good health care, ambulance to transport our people. Don't come just being leadership, and then you come and fundraise for headquarters. It is not adding up for me. Your focus should not be on that right now. Um, I think that the Unity Party, again, they're doing what they're used to doing, focusing on themselves as opposed to the Liberian people. And this is what makes CMC different. We focus on the people's issue. And I hate to say this is an institution. It has a great group of people that is dedicated to making sure that Liberia is transformed in our country, and the people in our country can have a better way of life. Okay. I know this may sound strange to a lot of people, it may sound different, but we sincerely need it. We sincerely mean it. And we are authentically saying this to you because we know how rich our country is. We know how to organize, how to plan, how to brainstorm issues. We don't want to do, as our political leader said in his letter to Sacre Pierre, the same thing that we've been doing for 177 years. We just bring the budget. People come, oh yeah, okay, they pass the budget. How does the budget speak values of the values that we have? What does it say about the leaders that we have had? What does it say about the people that we're supposed to serve, or you supposed to serve? And then I see, they say Senator Dina is challenging uh, our political leader, who I saw his post today. He said, "What, Senator Dina? So you question not forget about what TC Group? Are you trying to challenge our political leader? Is in law school, by the way, if you didn't know it, you know, and they know how to read the difference between you shall do something versus you may do something. They know how to read the Constitution. That's what they are learning there. Okay, so I hold that at a different level. But it is 8:12. We're gonna move towards closing our show. I just wanted to say Smith Toby is not here to give us the updates about what is going on in Liberia, but you guys can chime in to say what is going on with the political leader. I know I saw him, I believe it said Complay this weekend. I didn't upload the picture because I was hoping that Smith Toby was going to come with his drum and tell me where to find some things. Uh, I was he's not here. I saw that our political leader was in Complay. I believe that's where he was. He actually, what impressed me most about that picture, I saw that he was riding a dream car of mine. I would never have that car because I can't afford it. It's a
You never know that. You know what you be working on.
That's true. That's true. I keep talking to your brother. Maybe when I'm in my other age. But our political leader was driving the G Welcome. It's a very, very, very expensive, beautiful luxury car. And so I hurriedly pitched Abraham, Mr. Name, Masa and Dr. V. And I said, you see, look at what the political, as he said, I said, he's taking that car in all the mud and making that farm car there dirty. And Abraham just said to me, that car was designed for that. It was designed to get in the dirt. It has a very good suspension system. Of course, he started talking to me about all these mechanical car talk, which I just want to sit inside and ride and look good. Oh, I got time for and go from point A to point B. So I want to say that to me, I just felt the political leader was just exercising something that we know about him, and I want all Liberians to know nothing is too good for him in terms of reaching out to the Liberian people. Uh, the car is there, it's a materialistic thing for him. And all he's trying to do is to meet the Liberian people. Go, I saw him talking, basically just engaging with Liberian people. If he has to take, I will not be like our president who said you would take a wheelbarrow, but will learn that you're taking something something else. If you gotta take maybe let's say keke, I will use the word keke or motorbike to his people, or if you have to take a G welcome to his people, he would definitely do that. But it's not about all of those things, it's about his heart and his desire to bring change for our people. So I'm gonna stop there and then go to Mr. V. It's 8:14. We usually end at 8:30. thoughts about closing the show?
Yes. I just want to stop my closing statement by, taking it from where you stop. The political leader, if he was somebody who into this thing to just show off, he was taking out his car, sit in Morovia,
That's
going
true.
from places to places. But the political leader, the energy he got is something as young as I am, is something I pray for to continue to have when I reach his age tomorrow. Every day you see this man on camera, he's somewhere in a remote area talking to people, engaging with people. Whether
Mhm.
car go there, car don't go there. Some of the places he get down and walk, then the car struggle to pass.
Yes.
You can see that genuineness in this
Mhm.
man. That
Mhm.
man, he had his own money. He had made his own money. He struggled over time to be to where he is today. He can
Yes.
say today, I'm okay. My children are okay. My family are okay. Wherever they are, even at that today, my children have something to live on. But yet, he still put all of those things online for you and myself, for our
Mhm.
children and generation to come.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yet, the struggle that he's struggling for you, politician making you to believe that, oh, he's a bad person. In fact, they even fighting him to break him down, to take him out and eliminate him from the scene that they did to Prince Johnson. That's what they're doing. They started with a business thinking that, oh, he will go down, he will sit down, and what have you. The more they do it, this man is blessed. The more they do it, the more they empower him more to do more of what they want to prevent him to do. So, again, this fight is not about honorability. It's about you, myself. It's about our grandparents, who some of them don't even know how to walk again. It's about them so that they can, when they die, we can be able to have that hand to lay them to rest peacefully. It's about the children that we are bringing forth on this planet Earth so that they can have some solid or foundation to grow on. You and myself did not have that opportunity to grow on a solid foundation. He's in this to lay that foundation for you and these children. So we are here and we're going to be here all of the time. We're going to take time from our children, from our busy schedule to come here. We'll
Mhm.
continue to preach this message, and it's left with you to make a decision. You making a decision, take honorability out of it and just look at the common objective. We all talking here today because while we have some common denominator, which is
Yes.
Liberia, which is the future.
Speak,
And
Dr. V.
that common denominator is what we should be looking at. If even a white man come in our race tomorrow and that white man want to create that level, that space for us to have a better life, you better embrace that white man. It's not about our pricing. You're looking at what you and myself been praying for, and we have in common. And we have our own people denying all that opportunity. But yet, they marginalize you in your own comfort area. They marginalize you. They make you to look like nothing follow in this Christmas season. Children, some of them don't even want to go home when they're out there. They don't even want to go home because they shame, because they can't afford to put food on the table because of the politician we continue to sing praises to. They create that space and they put us in that position. I'm glad that people in places that can't play listening to us tonight.
Yes.
I'm glad that people in Secretary in Bone they listening to us tonight. My people, it's not because we less busy, we're sitting here. We all love Liberia. And we all want to see the better Liberia that we all been praying for. So we are here. We all in it together. Let us join forces. The CMC is for the common people. The CMC is for you and myself and our children and children to come. Join us. Let's move this movement forward. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Dr. V. I'm going to go to you now, Mr. Namwe, to do your closing, and then we'll go to Madam Greer to do her closing.
Thank you, Doc, and thank you, Ms. Dr. Greer, and also Dr. V. It's been an honor and pleasure to hang out with you guys. And thanks also to our audience for joining us. You were talking about the PL, laying everything out there for the people, and it's not just the material, but he's laying himself on the line. I mean, you remember that this man was with us on Friday evening, and I know I have your permission to announce our retreat coming up.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. So we're having a retreat, people. Yeah, we're having a retreat in Minnesota on December 18th to the 21st. And we're planning a retreat, and we came up against some difficult things we're trying to decide among ourselves. And he just said, okay, I'm coming to the meeting. He was with us until almost 4 o'clock in the morning, Liberian time. And then what did he do Saturday? You saw him on the in Complete there after all of that, So I mean, he's giving of himself both materially and spiritually, and this is not to praising here, like people always accuse you no matter how you say it, but the way the CMC is doing things here, people need to pay attention. I've heard some people who are very perceptive and very strategic politically, and they have sounded the warning that the CMC is not to be written off. And we're not bragging or bluffing here, but we're working, we're putting in the work because our political leader is leading by example. The man is a busy what you call energized bunny or what you calling that where he gets all the energy, nobody understands, but he's excited about this. I think he just loves the fact that he's able to help people. When he says that from his humble beginnings, so yes. And so, join us, come into the CMC. We've always said here, we don't have all the answers. We're not the smartest people on the face of this earth. You can come in and bring your piece and make CMC better so that we together can all be the change that we want to see in Liberia. It's all we're doing here. Come and join us. Go to cmclib.com, sign up. Come and join us. Look, Ms. Dopo just came on. She's already, one of our executives. We accommodate all people who bring the best and the brightest ideas. Even if you don't have any idea at all, just come in and be a part of the movement. So, we urge you to take a look. This CMC has sounded a warning. The PL has written a letter. This budget will be fixed.
Yes.
And you know how he is. You saw how he's he's not one to back down. So I want to thank you, Dad, for the opportunity. We'll be watching every night. We'll come here. We talk about what the CMC is doing, and we talk about what is happening in our country as well.
That's
right. So
we
thank you for joining us. Please contribute when you come to watch us. Thank you very much.
Thank you. But before I go to Andrea, I want to just say happy belated birthday to Abrir, our own Abrir. He's a leader in the CNC group.
I won't be surprised. He's somewhere having a cigar somewhere.
Well, enjoy yourself. We appreciate everything that you bring to the CNC. I also say happy birthday to Mr. President as well. Even though we have a lot of things to say to you, but it's in it to make our country better. It's in it for the interest of Liberia. It is not a personal thing. I know I see Jonathan Lucien is watching from Broadway and Victor Eugene Morgan. Victor, I don't know, we have a Pennsylvania chapter. Please feel free to join. You can contact me on social media, and we definitely will be. I see you say you probably reach this week to Morrisville, Pennsylvania. So definitely contact me for more information about the CMC. So it was a great show. I will take it to Madam Greer to take us home.
Oh, thank you, Dad. Thank you for moderating. Thank you to the SG. Thank you, Dad V. All of the points we made today, awesome. Thanks to our viewers, those who are watching, listening to us in Monrovia, Liberia, surroundings. We say thank you for following us and also sharing your ideas. In closing, I just want to say that CMC is the only alternative that we have right now. And I know, like Mr. Nangbe said, we are always going to be in the formation stage, so we will always need people. So come on board, let's build this institution. There's no question that's stupid. There's no stupid answer to building an institution or to building anything. If you want to be successful, we consider every question, every answer to be accurate, because one way or the other, we are all learning from each other, and that's how we build Liberia. That's how we improve the living condition of people.
Mm-hmm.
We say, come on board. I'm gonna post the website here after this discussion. Click the link once you register, inbox any of us, and we'll be able to verify that. And then we continue from there. But I just want to say again, CMC is the only alternative that we have right now in Liberia. We cannot afford to give Unity Party 24 years of doing nothing but criticize everything and then do everything they criticize and even more. So join the CMC. Let's move Liberia forward. Come with all of your questions. We are going to address it. All of your doubts, we are going to address them. Come with it. Let's build this institution. Let's go into 2029 with a positive mindset of removing Unity Party from power, because this is the only alternative. And I think the Liberian people are aware that CFC is the only alternative. So good night from my end. Good night to everybody. And we'll be here again hopefully tomorrow.
Yes, we will definitely see you tomorrow. Join us and share the show. Watch us whenever you can. We appreciate you being here. So, just we're gonna play our national anthem right now, and we'll be ending this show. I want to thank you, panelists, for being here. It was wonderful.
Thank you.
CMC.